Now let's take a look at how the newspapers are reflecting on events of the past 24 hours or so. With me is our reporter Shelley Phelps. Shelley, looking at the papers here, many of the front pages are leading on some really striking images of King Charles standing with his head bowed during a vigil for his late mother. They're really powerful images, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. If we just look at these, several of the papers have got these full front page images, very poignant, very moving photos. This is of the vigil of the princes. This is where the Queen's children stand guard around the coffin. We've seen them do that once already since she died. That was in Edinburgh. And I mean, if you just look at the Times, they're front page guarding their mother. And if we look inside, the Quinton Letts has got quite a long, detailed piece about the silence speaks volumes he's written. So he goes into quite some detail. When he talks about the Earl of Wessex, he said, "The Earl of Wessex stood so still, he could have been carved like the griffins that adorn the Norman Hall." And he says, the vigil lasted 15 minutes, perhaps not long enough for a lifetime, but it's a lifetime of private memories. So some quite, detailed, going into a lot of the solemnity. And of course, the Queen's grandchildren will hold that vigil tomorrow night. And a story that's getting quite a lot of coverage is, of course, Harry will wear his army uniform by order of the King. Of course, in this picture as well, all four of the Queen's grandchildren, including Prince Andrew, are in military uniform. That's the first time he's been doing that.
Yes, it's a very striking picture. Also, though, The Guardian and Daily Star were both talking about football legend David Beckham, who's getting a lot of praise for queuing like everybody else.
Yes, that's right. I do love this story. So if we turn to page 11 on The Guardian, they've got quite a lot of detail on this. David Beckham saying it was very special and hailing the monarch's legacy. He said that it was a sad day, but it's a day for us to remember the incredible legacy that he's left. And he talks quite a lot about how it was his grandparents that kind of inspired his love of the monarchy.
Really a fantastic moment for him to be able to do that.
Apparently he turned up with donuts.
We'll have to leave it there with the donuts, but thank you very much for joining us.